game because they're being counter-stratted, but then going forward, maybe they start to show their own game and people can counter-strat them less. But we'll get into that later. We're into the pistol, and Fallen certainly is. 2 kills on the USP already. Third player running through. Bolts is going to lock down onto Zoking, and that was very split from Flash. I mean, some are not even joining Zoking on that push in through Ivy. You feel like if you're going to go for such a ballsy play through smoke, you want a teammate to support you. Now it is just a 1v4, and even with Dinks in, this is a small consolation here to the VG side. Probably just a SK round.
Summer's had a trend for picking up 4Ks when VG needs them.
Yeah,
so
true.
Who knows? There's a pretty tall order though. Bolt's not peeking as well. They're not giving up anything for free here, SK. This is just very well done. Oh, that's one of the non-dinked up players down.
Oh,
is he doing it? Is he doing it?
1 by 1.
10 HP though.
Oh, what? Summer? It's in a 1v1 now. No way he's going to win this round.
40 seconds.
Bolt's tagged up, and he's repositioned in the open, but he saves the day. Oh, that got way too close.
He actually gets...
Stewie very committed here, and there's nowhere for him to back off. So if a Molotov traps him in, this is dangerous. Coldzera looks to peek through it, but he's just burning alive. Down to 28. It's a barbecue in the B halls, and Stewie luckily going to come with a kill himself.
I think that seems like it was purely out of bait. It might not be necessary to take that much damage, but obviously taking the shot from higher there like makes Freeman think that it's going to be that only player holding towards the bomb side. Ooh, Attacker's actually going to win out the duel versus Fur for not being able to connect. Definitely had the drop on him initially.
Still have this close position though from Fallen. Look at this. He's got right by the smoke with the Deagle. Not exactly known for its close range positioning, but with 30 seconds left, this is perfect because this is going to further delay Vici when they go for this push, and they've got to go for it now as well. Coldzera sitting on the site with his own AWP can lock down the Pop Dog, and he spots Zoking, gets a bit of extra time, but Fallen's the one to hit his shot. Follow up with a Deagle as well. One man left up, and even though he can drop the AWP, it's only one AWP down, and SK can easily retrieve that, as they did the up for the Chinese, who did just win when they already had cash saved in the bank. Fur dropping a first player up towards main, and now a push coming in. Timing bad for Stewie, but he's still going to get out with a kill and a double, dropping the bomb as well. Getting surrounded by Attacker, but running out of ammo eventually will mean he goes down. The issue is the bomb's still stuck in the open, and Freeman, while he tries to catch a rotation through the connector, his entire team are dead. Attacker is the last man up, and while he will get aggressive, it's only good for one still so far. No AWP. 2 of which on SK's side, even some aggression as well. Look at Bolts, he's pushed all the way down Ivy. Flash in through, might be able to catch out Summer, and it does. Bolts finding that first kill now gives SK a great opportunity. And VG with no position to trade that frag as well. The closest player is Attacker, who's down in the T-spawn. So SK going to be pretty happy with that engagement.
Definitely so. Fallen's going to continue their success with the frag onto Freeman as well. Now, well, Vici are just very spread out, and they don't really seem to have anywhere to go at this point. They have utility to play with, but they need to group up and actually just commit to a bomb set again. Stewie's playing alone on that inner bomb. Oh, Shadow.
He's seen it.
Yep.
He's just making sure there's not a second player there close in main. Doesn't want to overextend. And
that's going to be a knife.
Oh, no way! Thur finds 2. Maybe a third? Yes, Thur. That is...
inner a lot of the time. But the only time he does that is when they've put pressure on Yard initially, so they actually forced a rotation from SK. This time they haven't done any of that. They've given up complete map control, so they're going to have to go up against a much more stronger SK defense, and well, Molotovs are going to burn them as well.
Oh no, Stewie, he had his back turned. Look at this wrap from Fallen though. He's rotating back in through, and a shot through the smoke from Fallen. Exactly what he needed. Attacker's still dangerously close, but it doesn't seem to matter because Fallen's dropped the bomb as well. Removed any chance of getting a bomb plant here. Attacker, big kill there. But in the meantime, Coldzera's wormed his way behind enemy lines. There's the bomb not getting dropped because Coldzera misses. And the second one, Zolking needs to kill him, but he's going to miss all his opportunities, leaving Attacker to try and find this 4K. We've seen massive performances from this exact man, and pushed up to the connector. He's found 3 so far, but does he know where Fur is? He came on the long wrap. He's not been spotted. Attack is still focused towards the spawn, and the timing of the peak does work out for Fur.
Oof. Again,
this is just on the border of them ecoing, basically.
Yeah, but they need rounds at this point. The only thing I would have liked to see them go back towards the B bomb site once again, because they seem to have a pretty good... they're pretty committed and pretty good at executing actually onto the bomb site, but they need to actually draw someone out from SK. So Stewie's playing as a solo defender on that site. they didn't do in the previous round. Now they're just going for straight up duels, and that's not going to work out at all.
Oh, Bolt is having such a good game so far. 2 kills there, locking down main. Cold Zero again with the AWP. He's rotated off B, and I'm pretty sure SK are happy with that because Summer is now the last alive. And in all of this madness, Stewie is still in the pop dog. I like the position that Bolts had taken because Bolts was committed towards main, but still, if anyone came into pop, Stewie was there. And now he's finally been spotted, but Summers have to run back because he's half health, 50 seconds, 1v3, and nothing but an AK to play with. Not even a helmet in this clutch. So, yeah, the chances are running dry here for VG. It seems like SK may have their 10th. And even if Summer's going to go for this, he's got to make a move now because there's 35 seconds left on the clock.
I think he's just waiting out for time, hoping that somebody from SK is thinking to themselves that, well, he might have rotated, he might have snuck by somewhere. It's not the case. Fallen actually misses a sitter. So a little bit more room to wiggle in for Summer, but the net is slowly closing in on him.
Yeah, he's going to be careful he doesn't die out of time at this point. And Stewie...
A whole lot happening towards Ivy from Vici, outside of, well, Bolts going aggressive one time and finding Summer. But yeah, nothing comes out of it. Coldzera finds the pick on lower on Zoking after missing the initial shot as well. So there definitely was an opportunity there for Zoking to find an open back. But again, there's no bigger plan behind this.
I like the bait, though, at least. A player jump crossing allows Freeman to peek up close, but he can't follow up with more than one. The flank up through Ivy, finally some positional control taken towards there, and Summer's even going to find the entry onto the B player, Coldzera, having rotated to his death, now leaves 2 SK players standing, make that just 1. And VG, finally, they've rinsed and repeat for 4 rounds in a row. They may actually find one, unless Stewie can get this clutch. He does have the time for it, the kit, good utility for this as well, considering a smoke and a Molotov is perfect, but it's a 1v3 and they're so separated.
Yeah, so many angles to clear out. I'm not sure why Lovey's leaving his position as of right now. Well, still going to manage to do it. It's not pretty.
He taken. SK have been good at that so far on the couple of rounds we've seen this B play come through. Fallen. Oh, such a nice angle. Catches attacker. Holding for it, but not ready. And Summer at least trading up does take down Fur, who continues to play aggressive after SK have a pick. And at a 12-2 scoreline, that doesn't really surprise me, but it's not going to work out. And Coldzera dropped by Freeman as well. Fallen, again, the man of all trades here, is going to come in with a second of the round. And Bolt's even defending as well from the back of the site. He's going to find himself 2. This should just leave Summer stuck in a 1v3 and probably without a lot of chance.
Spot out one, not able to connect the shot onto Bolt. So 3K from Bolt.
A lot of players, but instantly dinked down. Freeman with no utility either. He's got to hit some shots as they start to run out through upper, trying to finish off this low HP player. Stewie decapitated by Summer, who does give his revenge. Lovey as well gets a shot from the connector. These rotations are in for VG, but will the shots match it? Because Freeman is whipping. He's not able to kill Fur. He's so low. 2 HP on the site and still getting the frag. Fur holds on to the round here for SK Gaming. The shot's close to the smoke, Fur ducking below the bullets of Zoking, and that gives himself another opportunity. But this duel needs to be won by attacker if they want to retake, because Bolt is in a really good spot to just constantly pressure the players on the site from above. Finally, the close range. He does win the duel. Fur as well follows up, and now they can't even get on the bomb. The time is ticking away. Bolts doesn't need to peek, and Zoking running away.
Fur must have an invisibility cloak or something like that. He hit around two separate smokes with 5 HP for about 30 seconds.
Impressive.
Impressive nonetheless. Like, he was now fairly obvious that SK are just the better team on train.
Yeah. And better team overall for the series, as you would expect. So, yeah, there was cash. It went the way of VG in a very scarily dominant fashion, but unfortunately for them, it seems like their time here in the first best of 3 is over. Coldzera looks to make it so, as Bolts as well, trying to follow up. It's going to be Fur to nick that kill away and double down as well, as his teammate ducks below his bullets, luckily not getting a haircut. Freeman dropping in, does get 1 frag, but small consolation here in the 1v5. He is eventually going to get mown down, and SK, they find the victory here. A 16-2 to clean up the best of 3. They will find the first match of the day in their hands.
They do, and I think, you know,